はい、皆さん、11時になりましたので、始めさせていただきます。皆さんよろしくお願いします。アシュトシ先生の前のレクチャーもすごく面白くて、よかったので、今度もですね、今日最後のレクチャーになりますけど、セッション楽しみにしています。アシュトシ先生、お願いします。Please be welcome and we are looking forward to your words. Thank you. 失礼します。
Namaste, Sensei. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I just wanted to say here something. So, allow me to speak a little bit. So, Minasan, good morning and welcome everyone. Today, and happy Yoga Day. Today we have done yoga in near Tokyo Skytree, Tokyo Tower. Sorry, Tokyo Tower. I just wanted to share this screen with you how we have done. This is how we have completed today's 75th class at 7 a.m. morning Japan time in front of Tokyo Tower. And now today lecture is very special. Sorry, we are in move. While moving, we are doing it. And Dr. Ashu Sensei, we would like to request you to talk about Sampurna Yoga, holistic yoga, and most importantly, how we can implement this in our real life, actual life, so that we won't just like we complete this event and then we forget everything, not like that, but we include this knowledge in our actual life in daily routine. So thank you very much. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Dr. Ashu Sensei, onegai shimasu.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Ashutoshi. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Yogesham Satchidanandam Vasudevam Vrajapriyam Dharma Samsthapakam Veeram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Shri Guru Charan Kandebhyo Namaha. On this very joyful morning, when the whole universe is celebrating the International Day of Yoga, I would like to salutate first to Maharshi Patanjali, because of whom we know this yoga, and to our beloved Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Because of him, the whole universe is celebrating such a grandful event of yoga. I also congratulate Patanjali Yoga Foundation, Japan, to organize such a wonderful event and completing this 75 yoga determination on the Tokyo Tower this morning. It is a really wonderful feeling, a great feeling to see that our yoga is happening all around the world. In front of Tokyo Tower, it is happening. It was a dream of decades. It was a dream of centuries. And it is happening now. I congratulate everyone who is participating in this time-changing era. And we are going to witness something which will be celebrated by the upcoming generations. We have talked on 75 models of yoga, and I got this wonderful opportunity by Patanjali Yoga Foundation Japan to talk on yoga aspects according to Bhagavad Gita. So first we have discussed on Sannyasa Yoga, Jnana Yoga. First we have discussed on Karma Yoga. Then we have discussed Bhakti Yoga. Last Saturday, we discussed Jnana Yoga. And today, we are going to have some thought on holistic yoga, Sampurna Yoga. What is holistic yoga? Even I have spoken few times on that. Still, there are few new people, so we should have some talk. So holistic yoga means all the aspects of yoga. If we consider that only these asanas, the physical postures or some breathing exercises as yoga, then we will limit it to a very limited context, which will never complete it as a holistic yoga. When we see the Indian philosophy, there are 6 philosophical schools in Indian tradition. First is Sankhya Yoga, which was propagated by Maharshi Kapila. Then there is a Yoga or Yoga Darshan or Yoga Sutra by Maharshi Patanjali. Then there is a Nyaya, which was propounded by Maharshi Gautama. Then there is a Vaisheshik, which was expounded by Maharshi Kannada. Then there is a Purva Mimamsa, which was attributed by Maharshi Jaimini. And then there is a Vedanta or Uttar Mimamsa, which was propagated by Maharshi Badrayana. So among these 6 yogas, the yoga, among these 6 philosophies, the yoga is considered as the main darshan of all, which we are seeing nowadays around the world. Maharshi Patanjali was the founder of Patanjali Yoga Darshan. We can also see many to choose found in the extraction of Sindhu Ghati and Harappa Indus Valley civilizations and something, which were in the different yoga postures. So it clearly shows that yoga has been excelled in pre-current civilizations. We are not going to talk about the history. It is just for a glimpse. And this word yoga, it also cannot be understood in the limited terms. I told last time that it is derived from yuj dhatu, from Sanskritam. And in Sanskrit, yuj means to get connect, to get attached. Yuj, jodana. So it is also very wide. Like there is a word, another word in our culture, dharma. Dharma is not religion, certainly. Dharma is a very vast word. Similarly, yoga is a very vast word. All the Rishi Munis, Saint Mahatmas, they were called as yogi. And our Lord Krishna, he was known as Yogeshwara, means God of all the yogas. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna told Arjuna, Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. Hey Arjun, tum yogi ho jao. Hey Arjun, you become a yogi. Chapter 6, Shloka 46. Krishna didn't ask only Arjuna to be yogi. He messaged all of us to become a yogi. So there are 8 stairs of yoga according to Maharshi Patanjali. We all are aware of that. We will have some glimpse on that because this day we must talk on this. First is Yama, ethical considerations. Under Yama, there are 5 basic principles. Satya, Ahimsa, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Aparigraha. Satya means truth. the principle of truthfulness. When we think about the truth, we mostly stick to the speaking truth only. But that is also essential, but it is not the whole form of truth. Whole form of truth means we just need to renounce the untruth from our life. Asatya ka tyag. This is the essential thing. Similarly, like if we see an example, that we cannot clean the clothes. We say it often that we are cleaning the clothes in washing machine or some process. But we never clean the clothes. We just try to remove the dirt over it, the dirtiness over it. हम उसका मैल हटा सकते हैं. We cannot clean the cloth. It is already clean. If there is no dirtiness, it is cleaned. Similarly, we don't need to speak the truth or follow the truth in our life. We just have to renounce the untruth we carry in our behavior and speaking and everything. To see the things as it is, to perceive the things as it is, to speak the things as it is, without making any modulation in it. That is the principle of truth, Satya. I can talk on hours on that, but we have to move forward. The second principle of Yama is Ahimsa, the principle of non-violence. Again, not to kill any creature. That is known as a popular form of Ahimsa. But again, Ahimsa is also very vast. Not to hurt anybody, any creature, by our behavior, talk, or action is Ahimsa. Like if we are having some stuff and we are putting him in some situation, he is appointed to serve us, we are paying for that, that is fine. But we cannot ask something which may not be pleasant for him. If we do, we are not following Ahimsa. Suppose there are rains and we want to have this pakodi chai on this rainy day. And when we saw the kitchen, there was no besan gram in the kitchen. So we sent our staff, go in the store and buy some gram and dhania and all. We want to make some pakodi. Now this staff say that Babuji, barish ho raha hai, there are rains. If I'll go, I'll be wet. Don't worry. Go. Change your clothes after coming back. Now this is Himsa. Now some elder was there. He said, no. You pick out your car, take him with you, go to a store, buy whatever you want to buy, and come back. Why to trouble him for your wishes? This is a simple thought. We cannot do anything to pain anyone. That is Himsa. Not doing that, Ahimsa, the power of non-violence. Third is Asteya, the principle of non-stealing. To protect rights of others. Stealing is again very vast. This one principle can be talked for hours. They are so important. Doing the postures only will never lead us to the Samadhi. First is Yama. So the principle of non-stealing starts to protect rights of others. We cannot steal anything or any right from others. दूसरे के अधिकार की रक्षा करना, ये अस्ते है। इफ यू आर हर्टिंग एनीबडी राइट्स, हम दूसरे के अधिकारों का अतिक्रमण करते हैं, ये चोरी है। देयर इज वन मोर कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अस्ते इन भगवद गीता, chapter 3, shloka 13, I think. Yajna Shishtasana Santo. Lord Krishna says, who cook for himself only, who don't cook for God, offering the God, who don't cook for his guest, only cook for himself, he is doing sin, he is doing stealing. We are taking so much from the nature and we are not offering anything back. It is stealing. Doesn't matter how many dollars we paid or yen we paid. The dollars, the yen we paid is for services, not for the product value. We can never do that because we never own that. Then the fifth principle of Yama is Brahmacharya. Having control over all our organs is Brahmacharya. 5 organs of section, 5 senses of actions, and 5 senses, and the mana, the owner of all these 10 senses. You can consider if we have control over these 11, 5 karmendriya, 5 gyanendriya and mana, then it is really Ekadashi. Then fifth principle is aparigraha, the principle of non-hoarding or non-possessiveness. A total aparigraha is for sannyasi. But a normal grihast people like us, they should earn for their need, not for their greed. Collecting more and more money every day, we have no limits. We have this package of this much dollars, now we have this much dollars, now we are moving to this, and this rat race never ends. Collecting more money, things and property all over life cannot be our motto. One has to give it up if he wants to go ahead on the path of spirituality. There is one more interesting fact about this concept. We want to have more possessions because we feel when we'll have it, we'll be satisfied. I have 1 crore, now I want 5 crore, then I want 10 crores, then I want 50, then I want 100. And the surprising fact is, the more we have, the more we are hungry, the more we are unsatisfied. We always look on the people who possesses more than me. And one more interesting thing, we do most of the time people doesn't suffer because they don't have something. They suffer because someone other have more. So until we have this aparigraha vritti, the principle of non-possessiveness, we cannot become out from the suffering. Ashutosh ji asked me how we can apply this yoga in our life. We must see this point first, aparigraha. How much we want to collect? What is the end? What is the limit? A thoughtful process on this, that really if we have this, we will not want more. If we have this thoughtful process, then life will be very different from every angle. Now, second part is niyama, personal disciplines. Now, I'm not going to elaborate it. So, there are also 5 principles under it: Shaucha, Santosh, Tap, Swadhyaya, and Ishwar Pranidhan, purity, containment, endurance, self-study, and dedication. Now, third part is asana, the yogic postures. A stable and comfortable posture which helps attain mental equilibrium, that is called yogic posture. Asana means a posture where a person can sit and relax for a long durations. We'll talk more on it in the next slide, so I'm not elaborating it here. The fourth point is pranayama, the fourth step of Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Pranayama means yogic breathing. We all know this, doing Anulom Vilom, Bhastraka, Kapalbhati, whatever. So pranayama begins with the controlling of breath. It is about the systemize our breath. Inhales, exhales in a particular period with a particular way. It's called pranayama. We will also see it in next slides. Now, pratyahara, it is very important. Withdrawal of the senses. Prati plus ahara. Pratyahara. Most of the people who are in the yoga field also doesn't have idea what is pratyahara. Pratyahara means prati ahar. Ahar means food. So what food we are having or we wish to have by all our organs, not only food by mouth. What we eat, what we see, what we listen, what we touch, what we smell. So this pratyahari is limited to these needs. He doesn't control it anymore. Until he is controlling, that is brahmacharya or yam niyam. Now it is perfected by him and he doesn't need to control it anymore. It's like a tortoise. Krishna told it beautifully in the Bhagavad Gita. This tortoise, he spreads himself. He pick out his neck out of his shell, then these four legs out of his shell, if he needs to walk or eat or go somewhere. Otherwise, whole day he condensed himself in his shell only. He never come out. That is pratyahara. A real yogi starts to living his life like this turtle. He doesn't spread his organs. That something happening there, I am going to start listening. Something happening, I am going to see. Something is there, I am going to taste. No. It is my eating time. I'll eat whatever I'll have and I'll stop. And I'll never think again about the food after that. Then the sixth concept or sixth stairs of Maharshi Yoga Sutra is dharana. Concentration on some object. When we, after practicing these 5 principles before, this 5 is the element of physical yoga. Then 6th and 7th is mental yoga. Now this dharana starts when we stop wavering in our minds, in our mind. Now we have this firm determination, concentration or dharana according to scriptures or my Sadguru. And I'm not exploring anymore what way I need to go. I know my way, I know my path, and I'm following that. I no more want to experiment and try more ways. Nowadays, this dharana is very weak. Everybody wants to try Jnana Yoga also, Bhakti Yoga also, Karma Yoga also, Dhyana Yoga also, Japa Yoga also, Nadi Yoga also. These 75 yogas, this wonderful team of Patanjali Yoga Foundation presented. Everybody wants to excel in everything. And what happened? We become jack of all and master of none. We know so many things. But we cannot say that this is me, this is mine, I am this. No. When dharana happens, I know that what is my path. Then the 7th, dhyana, meditation, very popular nowadays. We talk so many things about it. We see so many camps around. But believe me, They are more like circus of meditation. It is. I am not criticizing that. Doing nothing, doing something is better than doing nothing. So if anybody is trying that, I am not asking to stop. But most of the form of meditation which is popular nowadays is nowhere meditation. Meditation means when we withdraw our mind from all the external objects and focus it on one point. That is simple meditation. Everybody knows that. We practice to become to see instead of participating in the thought process. Until we are fighting to stop our thoughts, that I don't want to think this, I don't want to think this, I don't want to think this, I want to see this, I want to do this. We are not in meditation, believe me. Like when we go to sleep, we may struggle to have sleep, but after we get a sleep, do we do something? We do nothing. Meditation starts when we do nothing with our thought process. We are awakened, we are a seer, but we are not doer anymore. We are seeing thoughts are coming and going, thoughts are coming and going, and I'm watching it. I'm not struggling with it. We just need to be awake in a watchful state and doing nothing else. That is a glimpse of meditation. It cannot be explained in such a short way, but we are having a glimpse. Then the eighth and the ultimate step is samadhi, salvation. Sama plus dhi. Put our intellect into peaceful state. And also, I would like to correct myself, not putting, having. You cannot put. In the final stages of meditation, when we reach in the state of super bliss, joy, merging individual consciousness with that universal consciousness, union between Jivatman and Paramatman, union between Shiva and Shakti, realizing that Brahman, that pure consciousness, realization of God, or whatever we want to call it, is the ultimate achievement of this human birth. Samadhi means putting together or having union with one. Dhyata, dhyan, dhya. We talked another day. So in this final stage of samadhi, there is no dhyata, there is no dhyan, only dhya perceives. Dhya exists and dhyata disappears. I am doing it or I did it. A person in samadhi can never tell that how long I was in samadhi because he was not there anymore. If you know that I am doing in samadhi or I am having it, when you are in a meditation state, you perfectly knows that I am meditating. But when you stop knowing that, you cannot know it anymore. That is the starting of that samadhi. That blissful stage comes for a second, for a minute, for hours. It can happen with us now. It can not happen for next 5 years also. Doesn't matter how much I want it. Because it is not the thing which we can attain from the efforts. It happens. Just like sleep. Doesn't matter how much you effort for it. You cannot have it by your efforts. You just have it. So now we will move ahead because I have a time barrier today also. So there are 4 levels of yogas. We are talking on the holistic yoga today. So we can split it in the 4 parts. The physical yoga, the mental yoga, the tantra mantra yoga, and the spiritual yoga. So first we see physical yoga. So we saw this two forms before, and there is another form of Hatha Yoga: asana, pranayama, and Hatha Yoga. So about the asanas, asanas are mainly needed to be perfected, so we can do all type of worshipping or meditating or whatever we want to do. We must have this perfection in one asana at least to sit. So all the yogis we see in the previous era or nowadays also, Padmasana is the most popular asana, because when you do Padmasana, you get locked. Your legs get locked, your spine get locked, and you cannot even fall when you are in the deep state of meditation. So that's why Padmasana is the most popular form in the yogis. In that state, we lock our body in the way, so we don't fall in deep state of meditation also. Then Siddhasana, Sukhasana, Vajrasana, there are many sitting postures, you know that. So we have to choose and perfect one asana for ourselves. Until we do that, we cannot go further in the yoga. That is why it is the third stair of Ashtanga Yoga. Now, how many asanas are there? So it is said that there are 84 lakh type of yonis, type of species. So we have 84 lakh type of asanas there. We call this cat posture Majaryasana. We call this Singha posture Loyanasana, Singhasana. So all asanas are named after the animals and species, if you will think over it. So we also have this Surya Namaskara. It was invented in early 20th centuries only, but it is very popular nowadays. Recently, Patanjali Yoga Peeth from Baba Ramdev, Gita Parivar, and Government of India and some other nations celebrated the 75th Amrit Mahotsav of yoga, and we did this Surya Namaskar campaign. And I am very happy to celebrate this news on this Yoga Day, that we have completed the world record of 113 crores Surya Namaskar across the globe by Patanjali Yoga Peeth, Gita Parivar, Heartfulness, and some other organizations also. So it was a joint effort, and it gone well, and it spread yoga around the globe. So asana, then pranayama, and hatha yoga. So main asanas are in the sitting position, in the lying on the back, lying on the stomach, and standing position. There are 4 basic positions. So sitting positions: Padmasana, Vajrasana, Siddhasana, Matsyasana, Vakrasana, Ardha Machindrasana, Gomukhasana, Paschimottanasana, Ushtrasana, etc. Lying on the back: Ardhalasana, Halasana, Purna Halasana, Sarvangasana, Vipreet Karni Asana, Pavan Muktasana, Naukasana, Shavasana, etc. Lying on the stomach: Makarasana, Bhujangasana, Dhanurasana, Shalvasana, Vipreet Naukasana, etc. And standing position: Tadasana, Vrikshasana, Ardha Chandrasana, Katichakrasana, Pad Paschimottanasana, etc. etc. You know all this better than me, so I don't need to tell about it all. But on this day, we should have some talk on this, so I am speaking on it. Then there are pranayamas. So basic pranayama means Rechak, Kumbhak, and Purak. To exhale, to inhale, to hold. So we have different ways of doing that. Bastrika, Kapalbhati, Anlom Vilom, Ujjayi, Bhramari, Shitali, Agnisara, Dirga, Shitalkari, Shitkari, Bhaya, and many more, you know that. And there is the Hatha Yoga also. Hatha Yoga means unnatural acts, which is propagated by Hatha yogis, like stopping breath for a very long time, standing on one leg only, Panchagni, standing in water, and there are so many type of doing restricting the food, water for a long period, doing trataka with sun, staring the sun, trataka. So Hatha yoga also helps to control the mind and organs, and it is also popular in some extent, but not propagated in a spiritual way mainly. It is for the excelling the body only. So then there is a mental yoga. Mental yoga, we already seen the yama and niyama: ahimsa, satya, aste, brahmacharya, pragya, shaucha, santosh, tapa, swadhyaya, ishwar pranidhana. So we seen already on that. We are not going to talk again. Now there is a tantra yoga. Tantra means tantra mantra. So there are many kinds of tantra. The more important is, or the most popular form of tantra yoga is Kundalini yoga. A long practice is to achieve this Kundalini yoga is to excel the 7 chakras. So these 7 chakras are Mooladhara, then Swadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Agya, and Sahasrara. Now we have to understand the last 3, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipura. This is for the Tantra yogi only. This is for the, not for spirituality. It is for the Tantra Vidya. Spiritual seekers start from the 4th state, Anahata, from heart. This Anahata yoga, Anahata chakra, is the chakra of prem, love. When this Anahata chakra awakens, bhakti comes out. Surdaji told, Nisdin barasat naina hamare. When people comes in this stage, they cry. Their eyes get wet. When they think about God, when they listen about God, when we talk about it, when he feels about it, he starts crying. He has the ultimate love and passion and this joyful feeling inside. The tears come out. This Anahata chakra. Anahata chakra means your heart awakens. It gets softened. Then this Kantha chakra, Vishuddha chakra, throat. It is practiced to achieve the Akriya Dhyana. There are Sakriya Dhyana and Akriya Dhyana. Now we are not going to elaborate it. This is for Akriya Dhyana. Now this third one is Agya chakra, the top second. Agya chakra is very important. This is the place of Agya chakra. There are 3 basic nerves, Ingla, Pingla, and this center Sushumna. And that is why we used to wear this tilak on our forehead. Women put bindis. So this is because we want to awaken this Agya chakra. And awakening this Agya chakra, activating our Sushumna nerve. The Sushumna nerves passed on all the 13 vertebrae also, all over our spine. And this is connected to their mind. And that is why in the Shaiv, you see Shaiv Dharma, they have this Tripunda, this 3 lines tilaka. These 3 lines also indicates this Ida, Ingla, Pingla, and Sushumna. And this Vaishnava also, there is a tilaka, this U and this central line. That also indicates the 3 line. I'm going to tell you one very interesting fact. This is so powerful that you can accelerate in a minute. In a single minute, you can activate your Agya Chakra. Oh, now so many people are interested how to do that. If you hold it here, I have to remove my glasses. Hold it here and press it long for a minute. You have to press it hard for a minute. And if you do it in the right way, you can see immediately the divine lights. The Surya, Chandra, and all the Prakasha will appear within a minute if you put this Agya Chakra, if you do hard press on this point. It is also called third eye of Shiva, third eye of knowledge. In Bhagavad Gita, it is called Divya Drishti. Gyan Margi calls it Jnana Nitra. So this third eye, this Agya Chakra, is considered the most important chakra for spiritual seekers. Now, the last Sahasrara, the crown of the head. Yogi departs from here. All the yogis you will see, they sit in this Padmasana, and when they need to depart this body, they depart from this chakra. We also consider when someone dies in our home, we do this Kapala Kriya on the funerals. Why? We assume that our soul can be stuck while practicing this Sahasrara Chakra, and that's why we do Kapal Kriya to everyone in our family. It's okay. So we are not going to talk more on this. There are so many things, but Kundalini Yoga is also a way to achieve that ultimate bliss. Now we are coming on a holistic yoga on Gita. In the second slide of Jnana Yoga, we have seen last Aprapta ki prapti. To get what you don't have is yoga. You do it by Karma Yoga, you do it by Jnana Yoga, you do it by Bhakti Yoga, you do it by Dhyana Yoga, you do it by Japa Yoga, you do it by Nad Yoga, whatever you can try to get what you don't have with any way. Yoga is described in many scriptures, but Gita completely belongs to yoga. All the 18 chapters called yogas. Arjuna Vishada Yoga, Sankhya Yoga, Karma Yoga, Karma Sannyasa Yoga. In 75th shloka of chapter 18, when this Gita is finishing, Sanjay says, I heard this yoga by Yogeshwara Krishna. Yogam Yogeshwarat Krishnat Sakshat Kathyata Swayam. 18 chapters, 18 yogas. Gita is complete yoga. We heard this Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, this 7 days Katha happens. So, we know that this King Parikshita got this liberation in 7 days. But what the wonderful thing is, Arjuna told in only 45 minutes to Krishna, Nasto moha smritin labdha tat prasadan maya achyuta stitosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanan tava. Nasto moha smritin labdha. My all darkness gone. I have these senses back, that what I need to do. And I will follow as you direct me. So what takes 7 days to Parikshita, Arjuna got in 45. There is no one like Arjuna. I'm not going to talk on that, but otherwise I will stuck. But I am a great fan. Nowadays, so many people say, we don't find Sadguru. It is very hard to find Sadguru. Believe me, there is never lack of Sadguru in the universe, especially in Bharata. we can always find Krishna and Sadguru to speak to us, tell to us what to do. We need to follow the path. There are so many people to show. But the problem is there is no Arjuna. Sadguru is available, Sadashishya is not. Arjuna told in 45 minutes, I have destroyed my delusion, I have gained my knowledge. Can we do? First chapter was called Arjuna Vishad Yoga. Vishad means sorrow, affliction, worry, pain, suffering, distress. Nobody likes these sentiments, but Yogeshwar converted it into yoga also. But the wonderful thing that he converted into sorrow yoga, Vishad Yoga. A Sufi says, ये दर्द ए दिल है जिससे से उसको पाते हैं. ये दर्द ए दिल है जिससे से उसके पाते हैं. भगवान भला करे उनका जो दिल दुखाते हैं. If I was not sad, how I would remember him? In second chapter, Yogeshwara Krishna told Arjuna, he changes Arjun's sorrows into happiness by Sankhya Yoga. He gave a wonderful example. That suppose this is your birthday and your friend bought you a new dress. Now, do you happy to see the new dress, or you will be sad that I have to unwear this dress? Krishna says in Shloka 22, chapter 2, Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grunati naroparani tata sharirani vihaya jirnan anyani sanyati navani dehi. Just as we worn out our clothes and puts the new ones, so this also the embodied self cast off the worn out bodies and enters others, which is new. We unwear this cloth and wear the new. This soul unwear this body and get the new. So what's the problem? We can celebrate the death. Mrityu Yoga. Don't get sorrow. Enjoy it. Kabir says, जिस मरने से जग डरे मोरे मन आनंद. जिस मरने से जग डरे मोरे मन आनंद. कब मरी हो कब पइयो पूर्ण परमानंद. कब मरी हो कब पइयो हो पूर्ण परमानंद. Sant Surdas ji, in his last time, what he told, you know? He said, I am too excited to meet the God. These people enjoy death. In third chapter, Krishna told Karma Yoga. Karma can be converted into Yajna with Karma Yoga, with dutifulness. Yuktahar viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta supnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. This shloka elaborates the balanced life. Yoga becomes the destroyer of the pain who are moderate in eating and recreation, who are moderate in exertion in action, who are moderate in sleep and wakefulness. Krishna says dharma means duty. Sudharma means duty of oneself. Renunciation of a duty is not a sannyasa yoga. Do your karma and be a karma yogi. And there is a wonderful shloka. Yogastha kur karmani sangatakva dhananjaya siddha siddhayo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Krishna told what is yoga. Samatvam yoga uchyate. How to do this? Yogastha kur karmani. Do all your karma by fixing yourself in yoga. Gita is the first scripture where you find this, which states you can become sannyasi by doing karma. You don't need to renounce the word. You have to just renounce the fruit of karmas and you will be sannyasi. Live wherever you are living. You don't need to renounce your place. You have to renounce your attachment with that place. That's the ultimate thing. So there are so many spiritual ways to attain yogas. Jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, sannyas yoga, dhyana yoga, japa yoga, laya yoga, samarpana yoga, sankhya yoga, karma sannyas yoga, etc., etc., etc. Gita describes yoga very widely. Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitra miha vidyate tatsvayam yoga sansiddha kalena atmani vindati. There was a lady. It was a jnana yogi. And she was spiritually awakened. She used to go satsanga regularly. And she was surrounded by a wonderful people with her. That is actually satsanga. And she used to follow so many acharyas and rishis in her life. And she had this Sadguru also. She had attained vairagya up to extent in her life. She was a great homemaker. And she had a 12-year-old kid also. One day, this unfortunate thing happened. When her young kid was coming back from the school, he met with the accident and he immediately passed away. People carried her son body to home. Seeing his died son, the death body, she was in shock and pain, having so many tears in the eyes like a mother do. But now we'll say how the life differs in the action when real jnana is there. After some time of crying and pain, she decided something. At that time, there were no telephones or mobile phones, something. So she was waiting for her husband to return from the work. And till he was getting back, he cooked food for him. And he started following the usual routine. And he kept this dead body of his son in another room. And when her husband came home, she didn't talk much, but followed the usual routine, served the food to him. While having this dinner, husband asked, "Why are you looking so dull today?" Now she had these tears in her eyes. She told that something happened today and I'm a bit upset about it. Husband asked, "What happened?" She told that there is a neighbor and he took something from his friend a long time ago, around 12 years ago. That person never asked his thing back from him. But today, his friend came and he asked that, "Give my thing back." Now, our neighbor started fighting with him. He said, "No, I will not return it. I kept it for so long, it is mine now." He said, "How it is yours? I never said I'm giving it permanently to you. I just gave it to you as you asked, but I didn't give you permanently. Now you have to give it back." They started fighting. Now you tell, if he possessed it for 12 years, is it his? Husband said, "No, certainly it is not his. You should have returned it calmly. Why he is fighting?" Now she broke. She broke into tears. Husband was surprised. He was not understanding till what happened. The lady said, "That is what I want to tell you. God gave us this child 12 years back. Today, he took it back. Now we should fight or not." Her husband listened to her in the shock, became speechless. Having tears in the eyes, he tried to hold himself and asked his wife, "Tell me what happened." Lady told this accident story and everything. They gone to another room to see their child. They both saw him with love and affection, cried together, then performed all the funerals calmly without making a simple complaint to fate or God, and then lived their life further on. This is called the true nature of Jnana Yogi, who accelerates on the journey of Jnana Margana. Here it comes a difference like that. Now this Bhakti Yoga, we have seen on the Nirjala Ekadashi already. Mai chananya yogena bhaktir vabhicharini vyukta sheva vyukta desha sevittam aratirajan sansadi. We have seen Karma Yoga. Kayena manasa buddhya kevalayirindriyerapi yoginah karma kuruvanti sangam tyaktvatma shuddhai. The Sannyas Yoga. Okay, let me tell this story and we will end here. The real incident happened in some village of Jammu. I'm telling you the real story. Huh? There was a shopkeeper. He had this small shop of daily groceries. And he was a Vaishya by caste. But he was a good satsangi and used to go to all the sages who visits his village. And there was a Mahatma who used to come that village and deliver these Gyan discourses oftenly in the temple situated there. The shopkeeper always attended that Mahatma's discourse with high regards and Shraddha. Many times he used to put his queries to Mahatma Ji, and this Mahatma Ji was so perfected that he always answered very perfectly to satisfy that shopkeeper. The shopkeeper got attached to that Mahatma more. Once a shopkeeper said to Mahatma that I also think I should get Vairagya. But in this human body binds us with the worldly relations. How to attain it? Mahatma replies, nobody binds you. Only you bind yourself. If you want, you can renounce. Shopkeeper says, you are telling the truth, but I'm not ready yet. I want to, but I cannot. Okay. Mahatma Ji went. Next time, after 2-3 months, he came again, delivered the discourse. Shopkeeper asked the similar question. So Mahatma Ji asked, you told that you have to think more. Have you prepared your mind for Vairagya? Shopkeeper said, let me give you some more time. Some work is still pending. Once I will finish, I'll come with you. I'm thinking about it. After 2 months, Mahatma Ji visited the village. Again, asked the same question to shopkeeper. He said, some more time needed. This time, Mahatma Ji replied in a sarcastic manner that this is never going to end. This work is never going to finish. If you really want to come without delay and excuses. Shopkeeper says, okay, one last time now, give me please. Okay, Mahatma Ji gone. After a few months, this time after 6 months, Mahatma Ji came again. He was old now and his health was deteriorating. So he couldn't come earlier. But this time he came only to meet this shopkeeper. His health was not allowing him to deliver the discourse or something. So he directly gone to this shopkeeper's shop. Most of the time he came to temple only and shopkeeper came to meet him there. But this time he came to meet this shopkeeper only to see if he is ready for this Vairagya or not. And he directly reached to his shop. Shopkeeper was waiting for him since months, because every 2-3 months he used to come. This time it was 6-month gap. So as he seen Mahatma is coming to his shop only, he was very happy and pleased to see. He do this Dandavat Pranama, Dandavat salutation, and offered him water and some dry fruit from his shop. Mahatma Ji relaxed for a while and asked then again, are you ready to come with me now? To the surprise to Mahatma, Shopkeeper said, yes. And he came out of the shop immediately, said, I am ready, let's go. Now this was the time for Mahatma Ji to get surprised. He had this hope for a long time that this man is longing for the true jnana and he wants this vairagya and renounce the world. And that's why he was pushing him. But this sudden response was so unexpected for him also. He asked, just like that? Are you ready to go? Really? Shopkeeper said, yes. You were asking so many times and I told you last time that please give me this one last time. So how can I ask you one more time? So last time happened. Let's go. Mahatma Ji asked, will you not take some clothes, some money, food, bag, etc.? Shopkeeper said, what you are talking, Mahatma Ji? You always told us that I need to renounce everything. Then what is the mean to carry anything? You always taught the same thing that sannyasi shouldn't possess anything with him. Mahatma Ji say, okay, are you sure you want to walk with me? At least hand over this shop to your kid. He replied that I already prepared my family mind that I am going to renounce someday. And when I'll go, I'll tell nobody. So nobody will get me bothered. So they know that anytime I can go. I always ask you time. Nah, I didn't ask for my time. I asked time to prepare my family mind. Then when I go, they can hold on. Oh, now the Mahatma Ji was so surprised. He was so relaxed and in ultimate joy by the answers. Mahatma Ji folded his hands to this shopkeeper and said that you have exceeded in the vairagya more than me. I may have this Bhagwa Vastra with me and you are in your shirt and Bermudas, but you have excelled your vairagya. Let's come. And they both walked. So this vairagya, sannyas yoga, comes here. Gita vairagya doesn't renounce the world, but we had this beautiful story I want to tell you. Then dhyana yoga, dhyanatmani pashyanti kechid atman matmana. Then japa yoga, maharshinam raguraham giram sammekam aksharam yajnanam japyagyosmi. Japa yagyosmi. Yogastha kurkarmani. Yoga karma sukoshalam. Samattam yoguchate. And tasmad yogi bhavarjuna. 4 main quotations for yoga in Bhagavad Gita. So we can see, if you want to know the yoga, get Gita in your hand, join the Learn Gita classes and come to this ultimate bliss, and we will see this holistic yoga in our life. Convert this yoga day as your yoga life. I would like to pray in the lotus feet of Lord Krishna that we can all walk together on the path of yoga on this very auspicious yoga day. I thank again Patanjali Yoga Foundation to provide me this ultimate opportunity to deliver this discourse. Today we are having some time constraint because of having so many programs. So I'd like to end here. Thank you all. Happy Yoga Day. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you very much. Actually, we want to listen more and more. I just remember in my children days, my school days, when I used to listen all pravachan, everything. So I was in that mode today because I was only listening, not writing anything, just listening. Yes, Thank you very much. So let's take up some questions also. Minasan, please, yes, raise your hands and let's have some questions. We have some chat, some messages in chat. Yes.
Everybody is in so much bliss of this yoga that nobody have those questions, and all the questions disappeared on this discourse. I am so happy to see that. So it's very nice.
Yes, please raise your hands. Gautami Sensei, you want to ask anything? Maybe you can ask yesterday's question here again.
If anybody wants to show the photo across the globe, yoga happened in their city or something, you can also share with us.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yesterday I had asked this question. कल मैंने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा था गणेश सेंसेई से about उन्होंने कल का लेक्चर लिया था, उसमें पुरुषार्थ के बारे में बोला था, धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्ष। तो ऐसे कौन सी टेक्निक्स है जिससे हम मोक्ष की तरफ जा सके? मोक्ष मिलना बहुत दूर की बात है, ये हम जानते हैं, लेकिन धीरे धीरे maybe one step ahead. So what are the techniques in which we can move towards it at least?
जितने भी योग है वो आपको मोक्ष की तरफ ही ले जाते हैं। आप किसी भी प्रकार का योग ले, आप ध्यान योग ले, आप कर्म योग ले, आप भक्ति योग ले, आप ज्ञान योग ले, ये सारे योग हम सबको परमात्मा की ओर ही ले जाते हैं। टू यूनियन विद दैट वन सेल्फ इज द अल्टीमेट मोटो फॉर एनी योगा। मैंने कहा ना, योग का अर्थ है कनेक्शन। कनेक्शन विद हूम? कनेक्शन विद माई सेल्फ, दैट अटर्नल पावर, दैट अल्टीमेट अनकॉन्शियस कॉन्शियसनेस। सो हम किसी भी मार्ग से जाना तो वही है। अब मेरे लिए कौन सा मार्ग सही है या मुझे कौन से मार्ग से जाना चाहिए, ये प्रश्न आपका मौलिक है। कि आप ये पूछना चाहते हैं कि भाई मोक्ष की इच्छा तो है, हम जानते भी है कि अल्टीमेट है, ये पाना भी अभी ये समझ में आता है कि यही बात इस मनुष्य जीवन का ध्येय है। इतना तो आपको भी ध्यान में आ गया, तभी आप ये प्रश्न पूछ रहे हैं। तो आपका प्रश्न मूल रूप से यह है कि हम किस मार्ग से इसको प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। देखिए, जैसे आप जापान में हैं, अब जापान में आप घूमते हैं तो आपको एक स्थान से दूसरे स्थान पर जाना है। अब आप पैदल जाएंगे कि साइकिल से जाएंगे कि यू विल कैच अ मेट्रो और यू विल टेक अ फ्लाइट, यू विल टेक अ टैक्सी, यू विल टेक अ बस। इट डिपेंड्स on so many different aspects, but reaching on the destination will be same. If I am going to one city to another, reaching the another city by any media will result on the same thing. तो आप किसी भी मार्ग से जाते हैं, पहुंचते तो वही है। मैं ज्ञान मार्ग से जाऊंगा, मैं भक्ति मार्ग से जाऊंगा, मैं कर्म मार्ग से जाऊंगा, कि मैं ध्यान मार्ग से जाऊंगा, मैं पहुंचूंगा तो उसी स्थान पर, क्योंकि अल्टीमेट डेस्टिनेशन वही है। सभी को वहीं पर जाना है, सभी वहीं पहुंचेंगे। अब मुझे किस मार्ग की आवश्यकता है, इसके लिए मुझे थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर करना चाहिए। जैसे ये बड़ा अच्छा इवेंट था 75 टाइप ऑफ योगास। ये 75 टाइप ऑफ योगा सुनने का मतलब ये नहीं कि मुझे 75 के 75 जानने चाहिए। मुझे ये जानना चाहिए कि मेरी रुचि कहां पर आ रही है, मेरी सबसे ज्यादा जुड़ाव किस बात में बैठ रहा है। इन 75 में मेरा मन सबसे ज्यादा किस बात में लगा, मैं कौन सा लेक्चर था, कौन सा डिस्कोर्स था जिसमें सबसे ज्यादा जुड़ गया, जिसको जुड़ने के बाद कई दिनों तक मैं उसी में जुड़ा रहा, मैं उसी का सोचता रहा, मैं चिंतन करता रहा, मैं मनन करता रहा। दैट इज फॉर मी। एंड इतना ही लगने पर हो गया, ऐसी बात भी नहीं है। इसीलिए जीवन में सदगुरु की आवश्यकता होती है, क्योंकि हम बहुत सारे शास्त्र पढ़ते हैं, बहुत सारे डिस्कोर्सेस सुनते हैं, बहुत सारी बातें इधर उधर की हमको पता लगती है, लेकिन इसमें मेरे लिए क्या ठीक है ये बतलाने वाला कोई सदगुरु चाहिए। वो सदगुरु हुए बिना हम अपने लिए ठीक निर्णय कर सकेंगे, इसकी संभावना में थोड़ी बहुत गड़बड़ होने की संभावना भी है। तो क्योंकि मैंने जीवन में बहुत लोगों को देखा है कि अपने जीवन के कुछ वर्ष इस काम में लगाए, फिर कुछ वर्ष दूसरे मार्ग पे लगाए। ये वैसा हो जाता है जैसे एक गांव में कोई नया व्यक्ति रहने पहुंचा और उसने पूछा कि भैया मुझे अपने कुआं बनाना है, यहाँ पे कितने फीट पे पानी मिलेगा? तो जो दूसरा व्यक्ति गांव वाला था बोला 100 फीट पे पानी आसानी से मिल जाता है। 100 फीट तो बहुत ज्यादा है। उसने कहा ज्यादा नहीं है, 5-5 फीट रोज खोदना, 20 दिन में तुम 100 फीट पहुंच जाओगे। उसने कहा अच्छा। अब वो 20 दिन हो गए और वो व्यक्ति उससे लड़ाई करने आ गया। उसने कहा तुमने मुझसे झूठ बोला, मैंने 20 दिन तक रोज 5-5 फीट खोदा है लेकिन मुझे पानी नहीं मिला। उसने कहा ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता, 100 फीट पे पानी पक्का मिल जाता है। तो वो उसके साथ गया देखने के लिए, तो उसने कहा 5-5 फीट के 20 गड्ढे बना रखे हैं। उसने कहा अरे बाप रे, तुम ऐसे 20 नहीं 100 गड्ढे बना लोगे तो भी पानी थोड़ी मिलने वाला है। तुमको एक ही गड्ढे में 5-5 फीट रोज खोदना था, तब तुम 100 फीट तक पहुंच सकते थे। तुम अलग अलग 20 गड्ढे खोद लिए, तुमने ऐसे 50 भी खोद लोगे, 100 भी खोद लोगे तो पानी थोड़ी मिल जाएगा। एक ही गड्ढे को जब रोज रोज खोदोगे तब जाके वो 100 फीट का पानी मिलता है। ऐसे ही हम एक ही बात का अभ्यास जब रोज 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 करते हैं तब हम उस बात पे पहुंच जाते हैं। सभी मार्ग पहुंचाने वाले हैं, इसमें कोई संदेह वाली बात नहीं है। मैं एक मार्ग चुनूं और फिर उस पर आरूढ़ हो जाऊं, भटको नहीं, इधर उधर नहीं भागो। जो मैंने धारणा की आज बात बतलाई ना, सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जीवन में वही है और आपको सबसे ज्यादा मिसिंग वही दिखेगी। सब लोग सब कुछ पाना चाहते हैं, सब लोग सब कुछ ट्राई करना चाहते हैं, सब कुछ सीखना चाहते हैं। अब ये सब कुछ सीखना है, सबको ट्राई करना है, ये 20 गड्ढे खोदने जैसा है। आप खोदते रहो जिंदगी भर, मिलेगा नहीं कुछ। मिलेगा तो तभी जब एक ही स्थान पर हम कंटिन्यूस खोदते रहेंगे, अपने को एक जगह पर लगाकर एक ही साधे सब सदे, सब साधे सब जाए। ये बात जब समझ आ जाएगी तो कोई भी मार्ग पकड़ ले, हमारा कल्याण निश्चित। ठीक है, विवेलन जी।
धन्यवाद जी, धन्यवाद।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण। हमारे पास कितना टाइम आशुतोष जी? मैं भूल नहीं जाऊं।
एक्चुअली अभी हमने क्या किया है, मैं गाड़ी पार्क कर दी है और अपने मेंबर को बोल दिया कि आप कपड़े बदल के आ जाओ, तो हम 15 मिनट और आराम से बैठ सकते हैं, क्योंकि मुझे भी है कि मैं सुनूं आपको।
जो मैंने छोड़ दिए मैं वो भी कुछ एक दो ले लेता
अभी और सुनने का मन है मेरा भी।
ठीक है, बोलिए।
15 मिनट और करते हैं जी।
Yeah. Once again, Jai Shri Krishna. You have explained very well. I was almost asking the same question by quoting the second shloka in the third adhyaya, Karma Yoga. Vyamishrenev vakyena buddhim mohayasiva me tadekam vadanishitya ena shreyohamapnuyam. So this was the question, of course. Partha asked the Krishna Bhagavan, and Krishna Bhagavan also said that, of course, the beautiful answer for him. And you have answered this question for all of us. You know, जैसे गड्ढा आपने बोला है, तो मुझे अब ये खोजना पड़ेगा कौन सा गड्ढा मेरे लिए सही है, तो कहाँ पर, ताकि मैं 4 कदम आगे जाऊं और 8 कदम पीछे। तो है इस प्रकार है, वो है भटक। तो now you have kept this, this work, this honest work on us, not on you, because you have told that you yourself, search for your rasta mark, whatever mark you have to do that. That's why last time I was asking, of course, out of ignorance or so how to find the guru. So guru is the best person to show that mark, to show that path. Anyway, now I have to try my best. I don't know how many births and deaths it takes. I don't know, but we have to have a beginning for that. And if you want to throw some more light on this, the question asked by Arjuna, and again, of course, you have almost replied in the previous thing. So could you throw some light on this? For what type of person, what is the best mark, what is the best path? Because there are a number of yogas, as you said, of course, in Bhagavad Gita, 18 yogas are there, like, a number of yogas. So for which type of person, which type of yoga is suitable? Of course, one has to find his own path, no doubt about it. But since you are a most knowledgeable person here, so if you throw some light on this, I'll be very grateful to you.
See, if I ask who this dish, pizza or burger or this rasgulla, can you tell me that pizza suits to which one, whom one, or rasgulla suits to whom one? Who will like the taste of rasgulla? Who will like the taste of pizza? Who will like the taste of burger? Or who will like the taste of macaronis and so many different dishes? Sushi of Japan or something. So it cannot be defined by any way that who will like taste. Can you tell? So similarly, we cannot the way we cannot define the taste, that who will like what. Similarly, we cannot define what is my way or what can be the way of yoga for a particular person. It is different, like a liking from inside of us. Krishna told in this chapter that Bhakti Yoga is the easiest one to apply for all. ये एक ऐसा है जो सबको भा जाता है. जैसे हम कहें कि bread, that is a universal food, or rice, universal food. Everybody will like it. If you see the most of the countries in the world, they eat rice, and most of the societies eat rice. So we can tell I cannot tell that you like pizza or not. I cannot tell you like rasagulla or not. I cannot tell that you like pasta or not, or dosa or not. I can tell if you eat this rice, it will suit you because it suits to most of the people. So similarly, this bhakti yoga that suits to the most of the people. So if you have no idea, my recommendation is to go for the bhakti yoga that suits to the most of the people, like rice to the
Yes, sir.
ठीक
Yeah. That. Thank you.
है. Yes,
And I
Paresh.
just want to add here is I personally chose the
Jai
path
Shri
of
Krishna.
Karma Yoga.
Yeah, Ashutosh ji is telling something. Then Paresh, you say, please.
Because actually I was saying, I just wanted to add that I chose the path of Karma Yoga because I feel it's very easy. Bhakti Yoga is very difficult for people like me. I cannot devote the thing. So
Karma yoga is not something you think that doing karma is karma yoga. You have to renounce the fruit first. That I will not desire for the fruits.
right.
Yeah, and I'll do for him, not for me. Then karma yoga starts. So practically it is not easy. You may find it suitable to you. That is all fine. That is a thing we want to talk also. But it is not an easy one. It is a very tougher one. A person like me, I find it very tough. I find bhakti easy.
Okay. Yes, Paresh ji, onegaishimasu.
Leaving everything on him is always easier now. Putting everything on my hand, all the responsibility on my shoulder. If I desire the fruit, my karma yoga destroys. But doing bhakti, I am not the responsible. नाथ में थारो जी थारो, नाथ में थारो जी थारो, चोखो बुरो कुटिल अरुकामी, जो कुछ हो सो थारो. चोखो हो तो अच्छा हो तो, बुरा हो तो, कुटिल हो तो भी, कामी हो तो भी, है तो आपके. आप ही संभालो, आप संभालो. जानो गाड़िया लाज मरोगा. हाँ, आप मेरा मैं गड़बड़ करूंगा ना, तो मैं तो आपका हूं, तो आपका गड़बड़ हो जाएगा. इसलिए आप मेरे को संभाल लो. जानो गाड़िया लाज मरोगा, नाम लाजसी थारो, नाथ में थारो जी थारो, नाथ में थारो जी थारो. भक्ति मार्ग में क्या है, अपनी जिम्मेवारी खत्म हो जाती है, जिम्मेदारी उसकी हो जाती है. मैं आपका हूं नाथ, अब आप संभालो. तो मुझे तो सबसे आसान बात ही लगती है. लेकिन मेरा ये कहना नहीं कि यही ठीक है. जिसकी जैसी प्रवृत्ति हो वैसी बात. परेश जी बोलिए.
जय श्री कृष्ण. योग दिवस की सबको शुभकामनाएं. ये गौतमी दीदी ने जो प्रश्न किया ना, उसके ऊपर से मुझे एक स्टोरी याद आई. अगर आपकी आज्ञा हो तो मैं आपको सुनाऊंगा.
आशुतोष जी बताएंगे, समय है कि नहीं हमारे पास, मुझे नहीं पता.
आशुतोष जी, बहुत छोटी सी स्टोरी है. अगर आप कहे तो मैं बताऊं.
बोलिए.
शॉर्ट में करते हैं.
एक बार एक भक्त था और एक योगी सन्यासी था, ज्ञानी एकदम. और वो भक्त सामान्य आदमी था. और नारद जी, आपको मालूम है कि वो पृथ्वी पे भी आते हैं, वैकुंठ में भी जाते हैं. तो एक बार नारद जी जा रहे थे वैकुंठ में, तो वो योगी ने पूछा कि आप विष्णु जी को पूछ के आना कि मेरा मोक्ष कब होगा. तो भक्त बाजू में खड़ा था, उसने बोला मेरे लिए भी पूछ के आना कि भाई मेरा मोक्ष कभी होने वाला है. तो नारद जी गए वैकुंठ में. फिर वैकुंठ में विष्णु जी से पूछ के वापस पृथ्वी पर आए. तो वो योगी ने पूछा कि भाई क्या बताया विष्णु जी ने. तो विष्णु जी वो बोलते हैं कि विष्णु जी ने बोला कि तुम्हारा 10 जन्म के बाद आपका मोक्ष होगा. तो वो योगी थोड़ा दुखी हो गया कि अरे अभी भी 10 जन्म मेरे को बाकी है, मैंने इतना योग किया, ये सब किया. फिर वो भक्त ने पूछा कि मेरे लिए क्या करूं. तो नारद जी ने कहा कि ये पेड़ पे जितने पत्ते हैं ना, उतने जन्म के बाद तुम्हारा मोक्ष होगा. तो वो इतना भाव विभोर हो गया, उसको इतनी खुशी हुई, अरे इतने जन्म के बाद मेरा मोक्ष होने वाला है.
तो नाचने लग गया वो.
और उसका मोक्ष तुरंत ही हो गया. तो मोक्ष ऐसे होता है. यू हैव टू बी सेल्फलेस. और तुमको पूरी भक्ति और आसक्ति भगवान में होनी चाहिए. बस इतना ही मुझे कहना.
अच्छी बात है. मुकेश जी, महेश जी.
भैया जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
As you see, in continuation with the first question, like we have got 4 different
You have seeded well. Everybody is coming on that. Yes, please.
So we have got 4 paths to for achieving self-realization. But in Dhyana Yoga, the Kundalini is awakened and it starts from Muladhara and reaches Sahasrara. Does that happen in all the other 3 paths also, like Bhakti Yoga or Karma Yoga?
Same happens now. Like if you are going from suppose Mumbai to New Delhi, and you are reaching to New Delhi, so you started seeing the boundaries, you started seeing the trees, you started seeing the Yamuna River boundaries. See, it happens in all the ways. So if you are going to buy the flight, if you are going by the train, if you are going by the bus, if you are going by the foot, you will see this Yamuna border before reaching the Delhi. It all happens, right? So as you told, this dharana dhyan samadhi state, so that happens with every yoga. You follow any yoga, you see those boundaries, because destination is the same. It is not different. Path is different, media is different, but destination is the same. So symptoms of reaching on those destination it's also very similar kind of.
Thank you.
Bimal ji.
My questions never ends. You just mentioned that Sadguru is required. So though we have Acharya Govindev Giriji with us, but we are all eklavs. We cannot meet him. That is the agony, our agony. My question is that like Sri Ramchandra ji, he was taught by Guru Vasisht, but actually exposure to the entire world was by Guru Vishwamitra. Guru Vishwamitra came to him, not Ram didn't went to Vishwamitra. So whether Guru will come to me or I am to go to the Guru. This is
but they see, when we want to see the example of Shishya, we should not catch the Rama, we should catch the Arjuna. ठीक है, क्योंकि Ram ji is Lord. When he was taking the knowledge from Vasishtha also, then also he knew everything. He didn't need to. He was just propagating it to teach us. So this Vasishtha Rishi, he came for his work with Rama. He didn't came to bless Rama or giving knowledge to him. He came for his cause to Ram, not to bless Rama. We always need to reach Sadguru. Sometimes he reaches also if we have that past life karma's effect on that. But most of the time, we need to think and we need to make the effort to reach our Sadguru as soon as possible. Why to wait?
How to find him?
If you have that illness, you find some doctor or not, this way or that way, you find it anyway. So you must have that fire inside you to find. You will definitely get it. We need a fire. When we want to see some movie, we find some way to watch it. If you want to watch this 2020 cricket match and there is no ticket available online, and I want to watch this match anyhow, we get this ticket or not. So we can get this ticket of a movie or this cricket match, and we can also get this doctor. We cannot find this Sadguru. Definitely we can. We just don't have that desire. Right? Narendra ji.
जी आशु जी, आपका प्रवचन तो ये मुझे मालूम नहीं था, वीकली अभी संडे से स्टार्ट हो गया, बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
Started not today, it is getting over. आज चौथा
आज चलता है. तो मेरा यही है, हम बोलते हैं ना, ये सांख्य योग में जो बोला है भगवान ने, वासांसी जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णानि नरोपरांति जी तथा शरीराणी. इसमें जो है भगवान बोलते हैं जिस तरह हम नए कपड़े, पुराने कपड़ों को नए कपड़ों से चेंज करते हैं, इसी तरह आत्मा इधर जाती है. लेकिन अब मृत्यु के नाम से बड़ा बहुत सा डर सा लगता है, लेकिन भगवान कहते हैं कि तेरी तो मृत्यु ही नहीं हुई, कभी होती नहीं, ना होगी. तो उसको कैसे मजबूत मन में कैसे, क्योंकि सुबह उठते हैं तो अरे चलो एक दिन और मिल गया,
और इस शरीर को मैं मेरा मानता हूँ, तब तक ये बड़ा मुश्किल है. जब शरीर को अपना मानूंगा नहीं, जैसा उस स्त्री ने कहा कि वो चीज उसकी दी हुई थी, उसने वापस ले ली, तो मेरी थी कब? जब मेरी थी नहीं तो मैं उसके लिए झगड़ू कैसे? तो जब हम इस शरीर को अपना मान लेते हैं कि ये तो मेरा है, तो ये सारा झगड़ा खड़ा होता है, ये सारा डर निर्माण होता है। जब ये मानते मेरा है ही नहीं, आपको डर लगता है कि ये ब्लू टी शर्ट आपकी बड़ी फेवरेट है मान लो, लेकिन आप बहुत डरते हो क्या कि किसी न किसी दिन तो उसको छोड़ना पड़ेगा। आपको पता है किसी न किसी दिन छोड़ना पड़ेगा। यू कैन नॉट हैव दिस ब्लू टी शर्ट ऑल ओवर योर लाइफ. How much favorite it may be to you, but you cannot have it all your life. You have to renounce it someday. Similarly, we have to renounce this body someday. We cannot have it all the time. Everybody has to leave. But हम उससे ऐसे चिपके हुए हैं, दूसरे के मरने पर हम ऐसा रोते हैं जैसे मैं तो कभी मरने वाला ही नहीं हूँ।
जी जी जी, वही लगता है सब।
यक्ष ने युधिष्ठिर को पूछा, विश्व का सबसे बड़ा आश्चर्य क्या है? संसार का सबसे बड़ा आश्चर्य किम आश्चर्य, ऐसा पूछा। तो युधिष्ठिर महाराज ने कहा, दूसरों के जाने पर लोग ऐसा रोते हैं जैसे वो कभी जाएंगे ही नहीं, ये दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा आश्चर्य है।
जी जी जी,
तो ये भावना पक्की करते जाएंगे कि ये तो जाने वाला ही है, रोज इस शरीर को वैसा तैयार करो कि इसका आखिरी दिन है। संत लोग
हमारी जो बॉडी है, शरीर में थोड़ी तकलीफ होती है। अगर शरीर ठीक नहीं हो तो हम कुछ कर्म भी नहीं कर सकते, भगवान का ध्यान भी नहीं, कोई तीर्थ स्थान पे नहीं जा सकते। तो मन में ऐसे होता है कि आई एम नॉट एबल टू गो, मैं क्या करूं। मन में बड़ा पछतावा सा होता है कि मैं तो बैठ गया अभी जिंदगी, अभी हम जा ही नहीं सकते। सब
योगा करवाते हैं ना। हाँ, योगा किस लिए करवा रहे हैं? आज इस सुबह सुबह उठाकर ये आशुतोष जी टोक्यो टावर पर क्यों सबको घुमा रहे? इसीलिए घुमा रहे कि ये करोगे नहीं, भगवान की भक्ति नहीं कर पाओगे। ये होगा तो कोई साधन नहीं होगा, क्योंकि शरीर ही साधन है। इस शरीर को स्वस्थ इसलिए रखता है कि भगवान की साधना हो सके। इस शरीर को स्वस्थ रखना है कि फोटो बढ़िया आएगी, फेसबुक पे लोग लाइक ज्यादा करेंगे। ठीक है, मंगल जी बोलिए।
ये आखिरी प्रश्न करते हैं जी, मंगल जी ओनेगाइशिमास।
लास्ट क्वेश्चन, एक और क्वेश्चन चैट पे वो ले लेंगे। मंगल जी बोलिए।
शरीर हमको मनुष्य शरीर जरूरी है ना?
हाँ,
योग के लिए मनुष्य शरीर ही जरूरी है।
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल जरूरी है। हाँ बिल्कुल जरूरी है।
प्रश्न वही
हाँ बिल्कुल जरूरी है। इसीलिए तो कहा ना, बड़े भाग मानुष तन पावा, सुर दुर्लभ सब ग्रंथ निगावा। बड़े भाग्य से मनुष्य तन पाया, इसीलिए कहा ना ये, क्योंकि सारे योग इसी मनुष्य शरीर से हो सकते हैं, बाकी से हो नहीं सकते। ठीक है, एक और क्वेश्चन चैट पे वो आंसर कर देता हूँ। किसी ने लिखा है, हाउ वी कैन एक्चुअली रिनाउंस द रिजल्ट्स इफ आई एम अ स्टूडेंट एंड आई एम प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर द एग्जामिनेशन, हाउ कैन आई renounce the result? See, renouncing the result and renouncing the short-term goals are different things. Renouncing the result means hope for the best and prepare for the worst. If you are preparing for your exams, you have to prepare it well that I am going to hit it on the 100%. But suppose we don't get, then some people, I saw the kids crying when they get 99%. And I was wondering that I could never imagine 99% in my life. Why you are crying? I was so happy when I get 60. So, and this person is crying in 99. So, what happening? So, I always wondered. I still wonder when this 99.2% kid is crying, because he was so stuck with the fruit that I have to get 100, otherwise everything is spoiled. That is why he is crying. Even on achieving 99.2%, should someone cry? That is the result of attaching with the results. So we don't need to renounce that target from our mind. We have to renounce this attachment. If I don't get this, everything is spoiled. That is the thing we need to renounce, and that way we can have a better life. On this note, we would like to sum up this session. Thank you, everyone. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you. Can I add here one thing? I just remember one. There was one actor, Rajkumar, in Bollywood industry. So somebody asked him. I don't know it's real or not, but somebody asked him that your movie is not success. So his answer, I like that answer. He said, "I have done my work well. I don't know the result. So maybe director is bad. So movie is good I have done my work very well. So I think we can learn from him also, is like from materialistic thing also, that in real life how they are using this, renouncing the result. So yes. So with that note, thank you, Dr. Ashuji. Thank you very much for this 1 month, more than 1 month, with being with us. And Sachi, you want to come in camera? No, Sachi, Sachi is like our ninja. She doesn't
You,
want to
you,
come.
you can unblur your car so we can see everyone.
Okay. Yes. Let me blur.
I'd like to meet everyone on the yoga day. Oh, there is only one person.
Yes, namaste.
Namaste,
I was
namaste.
driving today, so I could come
Okay.
here and spend more time. And yes, thank you very much. And we pray, we trust, and we hope that the knowledge which we have received in this 75 classes, including about Gyan Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Sampurna Yoga, Karma Yoga, we will try to implement whichever path we like. As Dr. Ashuji also said, it's not like we will do everything. It's not like that. So we choose which path we want to go. So if we want to go with this physical first yogic exercise or this meditation thing, that is also okay. You want to go to Karma Yoga, that is also okay. We just wanted to show you that, okay, these are the many types of yoga which we have in our country, from our culture. So with that, I really thank Dr. Ashuji. Thank you very much, Ashu Sensei. And I hope I will go to India and will meet you also. And please come to Japan also. Please come to Japan also. So we'll talk about that in next project.
We'll see.
Yes.
We'll see.
Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.
Jai Shri Krishna to you.
Jai Shri Krishna. Somebody asked what is Jai Shri Krishna, why everyone is saying Jai Shri Krishna. So I have explained in direct message.
Hail the God.
Hail the God. Oh, I got the the message. Thank you answering my question. Interesting. Thank you very much for introducing all kinds of wonderful teachers and lectures. I can't believe today is the last day. See, we don't want to finish it actually. We don't want to finish that.
It's not a last day, it's a day of your starting.
Right. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. I don't have words there. No more words now. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Minasan, arigato gozaimashita. Korde, event to owari ni narimasu. We will complete our event. And yes, arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. Last class will be at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Japan time. If you want to join, please join. That will be last class, practice class by Aman Sensei. Arigato gozaimasu. Jai Shri Krishna, Dr. Ashu Sensei. Arigato gozaimasu. Arigato gozaimasu, minasan.
Recording stopped.